place like home for the holidays. 'Cause no matter how far away you roam, when you pine for the sunshine of a friendly gaze, for the holidays you can't beat home sweet home. I met a man who lives in Tennessee, and he was heading for Pennsylvania and some homemade pumpkin pie. From Pennsylvania, folks are heading down to Dixie's sunny shore. From Atlantic to Pacific, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. 'Cause no matter how far away you roam, when you want to be happy in a million ways, for the holidays you can't beat home sweet home. For the holidays you can't beat home sweet home. For the holidays you can't beat home sweet home. Thank you. Good evening. Happy holidays to all of you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I know that, it means a lot. You know what? We'll do that later back there. What are you? Oh, geez. Is there enough room up here for my iced tea and lemonade and water? Merry Christmas, Danny Fuller. Jeez. I didn't realize I was reading so sober. I am glad you're here. I think it's probably a foolish decision, but I'm glad you made it. It is, once you are here, you owe it to yourselves to have a good time. And I actually shouldn't be light about that at all. We have taken that very seriously here at Noce. It is a privilege to still be open. Very, very few clubs around the country, around the world, really, are able to still do shows, and so we do not take that for granted. And a huge part of the reason we're able to do that is that you agree to adhere to our mask rules here at the club. Regardless of your opinions on it, I appreciate that you do it because it's the promise that we make to the musicians who play here, all of the staff that works here, and all of the audience members who come here. So I know you're sick of the masks, and there is a wonderful solution to that quandary. And that is that you can just drink whenever you want to take it off, okay? Start to get sick of it, take a drink. It's a great little game, and you're not going to be here for too long where it gets dangerous, so just go with that. This is a lot of great holiday music here tonight. It is such a wonderful thing to be a musician around the holiday season. It is a good way to experience this time of year. And I love it, I truly do, and I hope you enjoy these classic songs arranged for you this evening by Dave Rezek, as always, doing a wonderful job. And this wonderful band here with me. This is one of my favorites next. It's called the Christmas Waltz. A 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2, 3. Frosted window panes, candles gleaming inside, painted candy canes on the tree. Santa's on his way, he's filled his sleigh with things for you and for me. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song you hear seems to say, Merry Christmas. May your New Year dreams come true. And this song of mine in 3/4 time wishes you and yours the same thing too. Brian Schumacher. Frosted window panes, candles gleaming inside, painted candy canes on the tree. Santa's on his way, and he's filled his sleigh with things for you and for me. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song you hear seems to say, Merry Christmas, may your New Year dreams come true. And this song of mine in 3/4 time wishes you and yours the same thing too. The same thing too. Thank you. This next song, I think, is one of the underrated holiday standards. I love the lyric of this tune, and I think it's all the more appropriate this year. We're not going to talk about this year. I'm not going to talk about it. Except that I think a certain sense of hopefulness is good for us right now. And that's something that's beautiful about the holidays when it's feeling right. There is this, I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive, really, at a very basic level, because every year, especially in the Midwest, we're staring down dismal months, awful things, with January and February, possibly into March. And we're like, let's throw a party. What a joyful time of year. Everything is fine when we're about to go through the absolute worst of it. That's just how it's always been. And that's ridiculous, but I love that vibe. And it's very 2020, 2021, okay? We need to just throw ourselves a party and be very hopeful. And then eventually, we'll get there. There's a lyric at the end of this song that says, it says, later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire, and we'll face unafraid all the plans that we've made. And I love that whole thing. That's what I'm trying to lean into this winter season, and I hope you enjoy the song. This is Winter Wonderland. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. And gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kiddies hug him down. And when it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chillin', we'll frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Nate Sparks on the piano. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening in the lane? Snow is glistening, it's a beautiful sight. We're all happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. And gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job while you're in a town. And later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. We'll face unafraid the plans that we've made. Walking in a winter wonderland. We're walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Thank you very much. I am privileged to be up here with fantastic musicians here this evening. And I do not take that for granted for a second. These guys are so incredibly talented, and they spend a lot of their time and energy making these things happen, and in strange days such as this. So we're lucky to have them here tonight. That is Jim Romaine on the bari sax, Brian Schumacher on alto saxophone, Dave Rezek on trumpet, Benjamin Poppin on the drums, Steve Charlson on the bass, and Nate Sparks on the piano. Going to feature them on this next tune, a wonderful arrangement by Dave Rezek of the holiday standard, Sleigh Ride. No. This is privileged information. We're rehearsing. E flat. Is that all right? Okay, hang on. Unless you just want to do a little vamp behind me. Nate, you can join in at some point if you want to. I don't have to. Home for the Holidays. So that is a terrible name for a holiday show in 2020 because we're all absolutely sick of being home. But it's a brand, okay? We've got a thing going here. It's been a while. I have to stick with it. Started that show 11 years ago. I was like 5 or something. I don't know. At the Des Moines Playhouse, and it went around to different venues. It has become a significant marker for me during the year, and always a great time to spend this time with these musicians. But right at the very beginning of it, even before we called it Home for the Holidays, that first year was at the Des Moines Playhouse. 2 years prior, we did a holiday show at the Vaudeville Muse, which very unfortunately is closing. But we used to do we did a lot of shows there, but a couple of years we did holiday shows, and it just wasn't called Home for the Holidays. So that's why it's not the 13th annual, for those of you keeping track. I'm pretty sure there's like 20 of you out there that have been to all of them. And I'm only related to maybe like 6 of them. But at the very beginning of it, Brian, could I come down on this monitor, please? Thank you. Dave Rezek and Steve Charlson were fooled into playing on that show, along with others I definitely didn't deserve to play with at the time. And I think it's where you had your first significant talk where I think it was Steve went up to Dave and was like, so wait, like how old is he though? What's the deal with this kid? So fooled them, and they're still here. But I'd like to do a song with them now. It is a very special thing to have spent all of those years making music together. It's not lost on me. Love and respect you both so much. This we have never done or rehearsed, so we'll see how it goes. But it's Blue Christmas, featuring Steve Charlson and Dave if he feels like playing, and maybe Nate. This is very Elvis. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on that green Christmas tree. They don't mean a thing, dear, if you are not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. That's Steve Charleston on the bass. And Dave Rezek. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on that green Christmas tree. If you are not here with me, and when those blue snowflakes start calling, that's when those blue memories start falling. But it was falling and then calling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, blue, blue Christmas. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue Christmas. Thank you. That's Dave Rezek, Steve Charleston, and Nate Sparks. Thank you guys for doing that.
I don't think that's ever happened before.
It was just like we rehearsed it. All right. This is a strangely creepy Christmas song that's very catchy. Don't think about it too much and you'll be fine, which is generally a good rule. 1, 2, The gifts I'm preparing for some Christmas sharing, but I pause because I'm hanging up my stocking. I can hear a knocking. Is that you, Santa Claus? Sure is dark out, ain't the slightest spark out. My legs feel like straws. Well, who's there? Who is it? Just stopping for a visit. Is that you, Santa Claus? And now stop teasing, 'cause I know you're there. I don't believe in no goblins today, so I can't explain why I'm shaking this way. When I see old Santa in the keyhole, I'll give to that cause. But my, oh would you reply? Is that you, Santa Claus? I was hanging up my stocking, but I could hear a knocking. Was that you? So who's there, who is it, just stopping for a visit? Was that you, Santa Claus? Oh, whoa there, Santa, you gave me a scare. And now stop teasing, 'cause I know you're there. I don't believe in no goblins today, so I can't explain why I'm shaking this way. When I see old Santa in the keyhole, I'll give to that cause. But my, oh me, my Kylie, would you reply that you, Santa Claus? Please, please, pity my need, say that's you, Santa Claus. Thank you. Yeah, it's really great if you don't think about it. You ready? 1, 2, 1. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. A pair of hop-along boots and a whistle that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. A doll that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and soon the bells will start. But the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. A pair of hop-along boots and a whistle that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. A doll that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. Thank you. That's the one, that's kind of a reality check every time I get to that song, because you get to that bridge and you have to be a little bit collected in order to do those lyrics there at that speed. Everyone, if you would just try to say with me, a pair of hop-along boots and a whistle that shoots at the wish of Barney and Ben. A doll that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. You know, it's a very good little exercise for your enunciation. No? Okay. We'll try it at 9 o'clock. Anyway, I got all those words out. I just was fishing for easy points with you guys, but that's fine. This next tune is stop it. I do not take pity claps. It's my favorite holiday song. No. Really. It's awful. It's my favorite holiday song, and it's not about Christmas, it's about New Year's Eve, which is a special night here at Noce. The first night we were ever open 5 years ago was on New Year's Eve, which was a great and terrible thing. It was epic to make our first night New Year's Eve with a lot of people in here, and it went very well, and we've always thrown a big event on New Year's Eve to celebrate that holiday, but also just making it through another year here at the club. And this year will feel significant in a way that the others did not, just because of the year that we're not talking about. It has been a special journey, and this place is, I don't know, I think it's special, and I'm glad that other people seem to think so, which is why we are still here. And we will be having an event this year, not like normal. It's not going to be that wild party of yore. We will have that again, but not this year. Not the same, anyway. It might get wild, but it'll be like 40 people instead of 250. Anyway, at this point, it's open to people who are part of the membership program here at Noce, but on Monday, it will go open to the general public, tickets for that night. We're going to have a great band playing with several wonderful singers who play here quite a bit. Tony Lemo and the team at Aposto is catering a really fantastic dinner for the backstage space that night. It's really going to be beautiful, and we will be unveiling a renovated stage here at Noce. It's going to be a gorgeous new platform for all of the musicians here at this space, which is, again, a very misguided and ridiculous idea, hinting at a strange kind of optimism for the future. But that's what I'm all about, okay? So, you know, money is just flooding out the gates, and I'm like, let's spend a bunch more on a beautiful stage. Let's do it. That's my leadership style. Anyway, it's great. It works. Strangely, it works. It's very meandering, and everyone enjoys it. And we have beautiful things like that stage, and so far, so good. So anyway, show up that night and see if we make it. And for now, we're going to do a song that is about that night, New Year's Eve. It's a beautiful tune, beautiful arrangement by Dave Rezek of Frank Lesser's song, What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's Eve? Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock that night, welcoming in the new year. New Year's Eve. But maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations that you receive. But just in case I stand one little chance, here comes that jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's Eve? But maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations that you'd receive. But just in case I stand one little chance, here comes that jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's Eve? New Year's Eve. Thank you. That's Dave Rezek and Brian Schumacher. Got a couple more tunes for you here. This is I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, come on. Yeah. The snow is snowing and the wind is blowing, but I will weather the storm. Oh, what do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. I can't remember a worse December. Just watch those icicles form. Oh, what do I care if icicles form? I've got my love to keep me warm. Up with my overcoat, up with my glove. I need no overcoat, I'm burned with love. My heart's on fire, and the flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. Dave Rezek. Up with my overcoat, up with my glove. I need no overcoat, I'm burned with love. My heart's on fire, and the flame grows higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me, I've got my love, I've got my love to keep me warm. Hey, thank you very much. Gotcha. But I didn't. That was great. This next one, going to feature Nate Sparks on this song, and we're going to try to fit a couple of songs in one. And it's such a strange kind of sentiment that I feel in doing this, because it's all about that year we're not talking about. Maybe it was great for you guys, but we're not going to talk about it. Normally, this time of year, I'd be about ready to get done with Home for the Holidays here, and I'd go over to Denver and do a string of shows, way too many shows in way too few days, with the Annie Booth Trio out there, and it's a lovely way to spend the season. But we're not doing that this year because of reasons. And we do a lot of Vince Guaraldi's music on that concert, so we're going to highlight some of that right now, and Nate's going to play it. So that's something that's kind of unfortunate about the last year, but something that is a silver lining of this past year has been the opportunity to have Nate Sparks here for much of it. He's from Iowa, but spent the last several years out in New York City, a truly world-class musician, composer, arranger, pianist, and sometimes trumpet player. He's wonderful, and much of our work together over the past few months has definitely gotten me through some, kind of okay days that we've had in the year we're not talking about. Anyway, this is a medley that we'll see if I can remember which songs we're doing in it. It's the music of Vince Guaraldi, mostly, featuring Nate Sparks. Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere. Yuletide by the fireside, added joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere. Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Not only green in summertime, but also green in wintertime. Oh Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh Christmas tree, much pleasure doth thou give me. Oh Christmas tree, much pleasure doth thou give me. Not only green in summertime, but also green in winter time. Oh, Christmas tree, much pleasure doth thou give me.
I don't know.
Thank you. Nate Sparks on the piano there. I don't think I mentioned before we started that you were probably, maybe you didn't recognize the name Vince Guaraldi, but that's Charlie Brown Christmas music, right? Good stuff. Just like we prepared it. Again, you gotta keep everyone on their toes. It's good. I wasn't looking up lyrics there during the solo. Here we go. We have a couple more songs for you here. This is very different now. I want to thank you for coming out, and I hope that you will consider coming to another show here at Noce soon. And if you are tuning in to the broadcast tonight, thank you also for spending your time on the live stream. That has been a cool new thing to try here at Noce. And if you'd consider sending in a contribution using the links that are in the description and the comment section there, that allows us to continue doing that, which we plan on doing for the foreseeable future for, various reasons. So thanks for considering that. Here we go, a couple more tunes with this wonderful band. This is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop, and mistletoe's hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring, and later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear a voice is saying, let's be Charlie, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. With boughs of holly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. We're rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Now everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. I wish you a very happy holiday season, and I promise you I mean it when I say I thank you for coming out here this evening. We plan to be around here for the foreseeable future, and the only way that that happens is when you show up. So thank you for doing that. Give it up once more for this wonderful band and the great staff here at Noce. Hope you have a wonderful evening and a great holiday season. It's the most wonderful time of the year, with those kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. On the piano. And Dave Rezek on the trumpet and with the arrangements here this evening. Poppin' on the drums. Brian Schumacher on alto saxophone. On the Barry sax. Yeah. Steve Charleston on the bass. There'll be parties for roasting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Woo! 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much for coming out once again for this wonderful band here. Have a good night and a happy holiday season. The exit is that way.